What it do, everybody? It's your boy Jonny Bee. We on JBTV. We got a very special guest in the building, man. One of my favorite floor generals to come out the mill. You know what I'm saying? Caught this game for a long time. Played for Cleveland State and a lot more. We're gonna get into this story. We got Charlie Lee in the building, man. What's going on with you, bro?
Not much, man. Just happy to be here. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I'm happy to have you. First off, we in the summertime. How the summer going for you? What you got going on?
I've been busy with coaching. You know, I'm assistant coach at Menominee Falls High School, but I'm the head coach of the summer league. So we played a lot of games. So far, we played about 26 games all summer in a month and a half. We 23-3. We kicking everybody's ass right now in the city. So just happy with that. And then my son from Texas, my 2-year-old, he's up here with me. He's been up here with me for about, it's going to be about a month and a half as well. So I've been busy with my kids and coaching. That's it.
Oh, that's a blessing. And too, I was going to ask you.
I still hoop. I'm hooping too. I play in the league, men's league in Milwaukee every Saturday.
Are you training still? You training?
Yeah, I'm still heavy involved with basketball, playing wise and training, coaching, and everything like that.
Facts. I'm glad you brought up fatherhood. I want to ask you with LeBron and Bronny just getting drafted to the league. How you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? His son making it to the league. Some people got different opinions on it, but how you feel? As a father or just as a player too.
Probably the best feeling I know LeBron can have right now. Man, whoever against it as a father, they need to question themselves. Then I don't think no father won't want to hire his son to play on the same team as him, especially a professional team. I don't care what team it is. Yeah. And my son can hoop, he playing with me. Like, it's just straight up like that.
Thanks, I'm with you.
And like little dog can hoop, bro. It ain't just Brian. Like his daddy probably see something in him. Like he probably can help the team. You never know.
He most definitely got some attributes. He explosive. He went Division I basketball. Period. So that's hard enough to go.
And he get to learn how to be a pro.
Yeah. Yep. That's hard.
Even though he already seen it from his daddy, but he get the really see his daddy now. Yeah. Like train every day. So he probably just gonna work out with his daddy the whole year. Shit, he might be good, and you never know.
I think he's gonna be straight. I mean, of course it takes time for, all players, especially on that level, but I think he's gonna be straight. And I like the storyline at the end of the day. It's a great storyline.
Yeah, LeBron, my boy. I met LeBron a few times in Cleveland, so I really like LeBron. He cool dude.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's a blessing, man. LeBron my favorite player too. So hey, that's what's up. No bullshit. Entertainment wise, what you checking into this summer? You know what I'm saying? On your free time, what do you check into the most?
Like what you mean?
Like, you know what I'm saying? TV series or like music festivals, stuff like that. What's your entertainment right now?
I'm heavy on the podcast. Drink Champs, $1 Million Worth of Game, the basketball podcast, Gills Arenas. I mean, I'm heavy on the podcast. It's music, listening to music. Man, kicking with the guys sometimes. My boy in town. When cooking time, that's the only time I really be outside. When my nigga in town, he overseas right now, so this my time to just be with my kids, man. I be chilling for real.
You gotta enjoy the summer for real. And this summer on the scene, as far as like Milwaukee, it's a lot of young players doing their thing out here on the AAU circuit. And like you said, you see as a coach yourself, who a young player right now that you know what I'm saying, looking at and game impress you?
It's a few little dudes that impress me. I think they're gonna make it in the big leagues. Davion, Hanny, I don't pronounce little dude.
I know you're talking. Yeah.
He got a good chance. I like Bateman, who just signed with Iowa State from MAS, with the Braves.
Yeah, I know exactly. Okay. Yeah, shout out to him. He just signed.
Bateman. I like Pre-Son going to Grambling State. Miko, I feel like if he want to be turned into a real solid point guard, he got the toughness and the skills to be it. No matter about his size, he tough like me, so he'd be able to make it. He get a chance. He gonna have to put a lot of work in because he's small, but he got it.
I like that you brought him up. I caught a couple games with them this season. You know what I'm saying? Real heady type point guard. You know what I'm saying? More of a scorer type. I ain't gonna say he was. Yeah. Y'all got different games a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Different times, but like you said, stature and toughness like that. You know what I'm saying? I know you can relate to that.
Yeah.
So. Hell yeah. So all right.
A lot of these dudes, man, young dudes, athletic. That's the thing about it. I wasn't never training to be athletic. I was training to be skilled. So all my coaches made sure I had skill, know how to use my left, pass my left, do everything with both hands, and that's what kind of get me over the hump over a lot of small guards. They be like, man, he's small, how he do this, how he was able to play there. And then when they play on the court, when they see the skill, so that's what it is. I take pride. I think it's the skill over athleticism.
So, and it's funny because I was going to ask you that later on in the interview, but just as far as like with the trainers and stuff and, you know, what they push is, and how you mentioned like you chose like skill-wise to really develop your skill over trying to, you know, build athleticism. What's your, what's your view on the trainers now and how kids are getting trained? Because it's, you know, it's completely different on how we came up.
Well, the trainers now really ain't pushing the kids. I feel like that for me training, I train different from. I'm really engaged in the workout with the kids pushing you. Like I'm not gonna just show you a drill and you just go through the motions. I'm getting on your eyes and make sure you really pushing yourself. You can see yourself, understand, feel yourself getting better. So that's the thing about working out. If you don't feel yourself getting better, you ain't getting better. You gonna feel yourself in the workout getting better. You might start off slow, making shots, but after you then put up 100 shots, you should be making them now. Now you feeling yourself getting better. But if you going through the motions, you ain't gonna get better. And I'm gonna see it. But I see a lot of coaches, you know, they like that. They let players go through the motions. As long as they there going through the drills, that's cool. But I don't train like that.
Yeah, that's real. So, and too, you know, getting into your story and what you saying, that is that something, you know, starting off basketball, is that like what you learned early? You know what I'm saying? And when did you, like, at what age did you start your basketball journey?
Man, I ain't started playing organized basketball till 4th grade. I kind of started later than so most people start around 2nd. I started playing on a real basketball team 4th grade. Before that, I was just at the parks and neighborhoods. I was good in my neighborhood. My brothers was good, and I always played older people. I got an older brother. I'm the youngest boy.
Okay.
So anywhere they went, parks, I played with them. They'd pick me up because I'm their little brother and I had to play. So, but that's how I started, man. I was known for flipping and shit like that in the hood. I wasn't really into basketball like that until I got on the Rebels.
Oh, okay.
You know, I was into being a kid in the neighborhood. I was young. I was into really flipping. I flipping or playing at the parks. Not really trying to get on no team.
Oh, okay,
When my brother got on the team, that motivated me to get on the team. So it was crazy how me and my brother got on. He played for the Rebels before me.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. How did that opportunity come about?
He was, my brother was really hooping.
Okay.
On teams and going to gyms and games. I used to go watch him play and shit. And he came home with a Rebel jersey. He was playing on Steve, Big Steve. That's when Big Steve was with the Rebels. He had that group Marv and Lil Jew. My brother started with them.
Okay.
And he came home with the Rebel jersey. Then like a week later, I come home with a Rebel jersey. And I'm on a younger team, so we was on the same program for a short period of time. But I just stayed around with it.
Okay, So, and you just spoke on your siblings.
But my grade school coach, Kerry Jenkins, he was working with the Rebels. He brought me to the Rebels when I was in 4th grade. He was my coach at 38th Street School on 38th and Center. And I was in 4th grade. He thought I was a 5th grader because I was advanced. Then the 4th graders playing good. So he's like, man, we need you on our 5th grade AAU team.
Yeah.
So I go upstate with the 5th grade AAU team with the Rebels. And I'm starting, but I'm in 4th. They don't even know I'm in 4th grade. They just see how I can play with them. So they like, you 5th grade.
Yeah.
Then they had trials. Then after the state we lost, but after state we had a trial for the next year. And then they was like 4th grade down here, 5th grade down, and they saw me go down here. Then that's when they found out I was in 4th grade, and they moved me. That's when I started playing. That's when I met Hakeem. I was already with the Rebels. I was playing with the older dudes though.
Oh, okay.
But they didn't know I was in a younger grade.
Oh, that's beastie. Yeah. See, I wouldn't even know that.
Right.
All right. So, as far as that, and I do want to get into like, you know, when you started running Rebels, but you spoke on like the parks and stuff. Where did you grow up in the city? You know what I'm saying? What parks was you hitting around that time?
I'm like one of them dudes from Milwaukee, man, that really grew up in Milwaukee. I was on the east side, born on the east side of Milwaukee. I grew up at Rose Park. That's where I first really started hooping at Rose Park.
Shout out Rose Park,
and then I go from the east side and I moved to like 41st and Wright. Then my grandma and my cousins was on 41st and Garfield, so I was all through 41st, from Garfield to right, north. Monica, I grew up all through that area. And then that's when I started hooping at Washington High School.
Okay.
My big brothers, like, they was been hooping. They was going to they was playing summer leagues there, open gym, late nights, and I was just, always watching. I wasn't hooping because I was too little to get on the court, but I was always watching, going to the games. Then I started finally hooping there. Then I went from Washington High School, Washington Park. So that I grew up at Washington Park pretty much.
Okay. Yeah.
Because when I was at Rose, I was real little. But when I really started understanding how to hoop and do all the swimming and shit, I did it all at Washington High School, Washington Park.
So, and too, I noticed, so when you started off, like you said, you started playing organized in 4th grade. With your overall talent just in the street, was it an easy adjustment to you to get to like playing organized?
Yeah, because I was one of them kids like really outside.
Yeah.
Soon I wake up with a ball, so it didn't matter if I was getting training or playing. I'm playing real basketball, 5-on-5, 1-on-1s, half court. I never really played full, but I was at the park, so I was always hooping, even on the crates in the alley. We pulling courts. That's when people used to get the Walmart courts.
Facts, yeah.
The pull-outs.
Hell yeah.
In the middle of the street. We playing full. That's how I used to hoop.
Yeah.
And then when the Rebels came, I was in the gym since then. I really kind of stopped hooping outside. I was in the gym. After
that, okay, I feel you. So, all right, for people outside the city that might not know about the Rebels, they was, they one of the bigger. Yeah, they probably the biggest AAU program that we got in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely, probably the biggest AAU program.
And I feel like other AAU programs was birthed from. What would you say?
I say
in Wisconsin.
Probably the biggest AAU program in Wisconsin.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. So, out the gate, just being on that team, you got to have some kind of work for real. Yeah. So, do you feel like being with them ASAP, do you feel like you started making your name for yourself in the city? Like, or, just with your grade, the second you got with running Rebels?
Yeah, soon I got with the Rebels, man, they noticed it in me and, like, kind of pushed me to be a leader. At a young age, like, making me do interviews in 4th, 5th, 6th grade, stuff I never did, but they was like, everybody, you go talk, and just make me talk to the news and shit about the program and Rebels at a young age, so they kind of built the leadership in me.
Was you getting a lot of support from, like, your parents, and especially like you mentioned your brother? What kind of support you was getting ASAP? Because I know they seen the talent. Did they know it was going to be something special?
I ain't really had family support as far as basketball. I don't come from a sport family.
Okay.
I'm the only guy that plays sport in my family. And they even graduated high school. I come from a family from the streets, really in the streets, drugs, selling drugs, doing drugs, but a real family, But that's just how my family operate as my childhood. So when I branched off and started my name, everybody in my family treated me different. Started treating me different. Like when they saw me start playing ball, and everybody started treating me different. Like, that's just what it was. Even the neighborhoods, so they saw what type of family I come from. They like, damn, he doing something different. So.
Do you feel like, so I'm glad you mentioned that, because, Milwaukee a real place, even the neighborhoods that you mentioned, you know what I'm saying, it ain't the safest neighborhoods. It's some real deal neighborhoods.
I probably grew up in the worst neighborhoods in Milwaukee, for real, during those times too.
So just as far as that end, even though like you made your way through basketball, did you ever feel like, you know what I'm saying, that was a path that it could have like went for you, just the streets, period?
Man, the Rebels helped me in that situation. They kept me away from the neighborhood, kept me away from home on the weekends, or the Rebels kind of helped save that. It probably would have been easy for me to go in the street way, because my big brothers, my dad, uncles, cousins, like literally all my male figures is in the streets, in and out of jail and shit like that. So I ain't really had no real good solid male figure to look up to. Like I had a big cousin. He had money, but he sold drugs. Yeah. So I looked up to him because he was fresh and shit like that. But he got killed. I was old enough to see that and go through that with him. And then my other cousin in Chicago got killed. So I got a lot of family in Chicago and a lot of family in Milwaukee. But most of my family, I got a lot of family in Chicago. My dad from Chicago. So growing up as a kid, my family from Chicago and Milwaukee used to be back and forth.
Okay.
So I was in Chicago a lot during summers as a kid, and in Milwaukee a lot. So
that too. Okay, so just even as far with that, do you feel like on the court, knowing like your circumstance or what it could be, do you feel like that put the dog in you a little bit? Because if if people go see you play, of course highlights one thing, but if they see you play live, you got a certain dog to you on top of skill, but like you know what I'm saying? Do you feel like that was put in you from being raised in the streets?
It definitely helped, and it worked for me because I'm small. Maybe if I was tall, I probably wouldn't need that dog. But when you small, you kind of need it to get over the hump. But yeah, and I don't regret the way I grew up and things I saw. I appreciate it because it kind of made me a more advanced in the world, what was going on around me.
Yeah.
Even my peers knew I was a little more mature than everybody around me because I done saw a lot. The parents, they can feel it. I just know growing up through the Rebels, how the parents treated me. They knew he a little different from everybody and shit like that. So that's why I had a lot of anger as a kid. I was fighting a lot and shit like that. So yeah, the dog, that's where that dog come from. Growing up like that in the inner city, Milwaukee. Yeah. Being around my big cousins and shit like that.
Facts, and especially like you said, back and forth from Chicago and Milwaukee, just having that family. That's a
like
different
people
kind
don't know. I used to really be in Chicago as a kid.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So even that
real neighborhood where Dirk them talking about my cousins, they really from over there, and I really used to be over there. I really had friends in Chicago.
Well, man, it's good that you overcame that, and just as far as it can be a symbol to people that is more out there. You know what I'm saying? Because of course we've been up in the city, and basketball it took you places as far as where you can travel and see new states, see new countries, stuff like that.
To make it out of something like that, though, you gotta have faith in yourself. That's one thing I always had. I always believe I'm different from everybody. I knew I was different from my brothers, my sisters, my parents. I knew I had something different about me. Yeah. That make me want to keep going, finish school and do right. It could have been easy for me to be in the streets. I'm gonna be honest with you. My household, that's just what it was. I still went to school every day. Never missed school. I didn't care what type of family situation I have on death, none of that. I was going to school because that's just where my mom was at. I was like a sophomore. Probably I was 6th, 7th, 8th grade, thinking like that. There was a lot of stuff going on in my household that nobody knew about in the Rebels. But that's just what it was. I knew how to live through it.
Yeah. Well, do you feel and this at a young age too, but was basketball just your relief? Because some kids, it's hard for them to handle that, and they'll probably break that to their friends or a parent. So you know what I'm saying, with you saying still mild mannered as I see and chill as far as that, did that help you in a way?
Man, that's where my demeanor come from.
Yeah.
And keep me quiet and chill. So that it came from not opening up that much. So that's where my demeanor come from, laid back, and I just observe everything. But so that's where it come from. Yeah,
that's real. All right, bet. All right, so getting into your story some more, going into middle school. What middle school was you at? And then as far as the AAU side, was you still on running Rebels the whole middle school?
I went to DLH.
Okay.
With high key. So I met high key in 4th grade. I was with the Rebels. When we had that breakup, they put me down in 4th grade. So we didn't have a 4th grade team.
Okay.
They built the team around me. That's what Dale did. Jenkins had the 5th grade team. The guy he was my coach in grade school, and Dale had the 4th grade team. So they saw me I got this nice point guard. Shit, we finna start finding players. That's what they started doing, and we started finding. Man, literally, I was the first player on my AU team.
Oh, that's easy.
I was with Dale, watching him recruit the white boys, everybody from everywhere. We got the team, and then I met Hakeem later on that year in 4th grade, and then from there I was just locked in with Hakeem. We always was hooping. His mama kind of took me in as a stepson and shit. So I was always with bro, cause she kind of her and Dale saw my living conditions and shit like that when they used to drop me off. And they was he really living in a rough environment. So they kept me away as much as they can, and it kind of helped.
Yeah, that's real. So in hockey too, did you see a natural talent with him right away? Is that how y'all bond started?
Yeah.
Just did it start on the court?
Our bond started from just he just wanted to be in the gym. He wasn't that talented when he came to Rebels. He was skinny. He knew how to make layups and shit like that. He was longer than everybody. He was our tallest player. He was our big man when he first came.
Yeah, that's how I usually start out.
He knew how to shoot and he knew how to make layups. So we was cool with that. But he just always wanted to be in the gym. We was always with me playing 1-on-1 since we was little. So we was just locked in from there.
What was some of those battles like when y'all started traveling through, like, you know, elementary school and middle school? What was some of like the you know, highlight battles that you remember?
We was good when I was like 4th, 5th grade. I say 4th through 6th. We was good here and like in Illinois areas. We was good beating teams out of Illinois. But when we went out of town, like our first AAU trip to Indiana, my first out of town trip was in Indiana. Speaks.
Okay, that's like in Fort Wayne, right?
Yeah,
that's a big tournament.
Yeah. And our team, we never really played this type of competition. Yeah. We got smacked. I was crying. We was losing about 40 and 30.
This is the first time you ever taken L's like this?
Man, I ain't never got lost like that since then. I was like in 4th, 5th grade. And this when we played against Indiana League. This is my time seeing big dudes like, damn, these dudes really big. So they'll talk to us after that. He's like, y'all needed this for y'all can see that it's other competition. I remember him telling us this after we lost. He wasn't even mad. He's like, y'all beating everybody up, but now y'all see how I feel to lose. So, but after that, man, we went on I went on a win streak for AU for years. I beat everybody like all over the place.
What's like some of the names that you ran into just as far as like the AAU circuit that you can remember?
Man, I'm 2011, so my class, I played against everybody. Anthony Davis, Austin Rivers, Quinn Cook, Marcus Teague, Johnny O'Brien, Bradley Beal. I really know these dudes too. Like, I was beating these dudes. Like, for real, like, and we was cool. We was like, I was in the camps. I was getting invited to all the camps and shit during my AAU time, and I played good in Pangos, and all these dudes was out there. So we was seeing each other, and we was competing against each other. So when we played against each other, it wasn't like we was blowing each other out. I was blowing out. It was close games, and we just beat them, or they beat us at the end. Trey Burt, literally that whole 2011 class I played against.
Yeah, some dogs.
But I was playing against them for years. Like, it wasn't like one time that we was playing against each other from 6, 7, 8. We remember each other. We was seeing each other playing together in every turn because we was good. Shit, we was always meeting up with the best niggas. Like, we Final Four or championship, we getting there. So that's the only way you was gonna play like Marcus Teague and Quinn, because they had good AU teams. Yeah. They was gonna go far. So if you wanted to play them, you wanna go, get there. Me at the age now, looking back how I was, man, I was advanced. Like, I really was studying these dudes. Want to watch their games because I knew off of the plane. So let me see what he looked like. And but I always thought I was just as good as all the guards in my class. Every guard, I ain't never get the rank positions as them, but when we played them, they respect me. They know that, like, the coaches, their parents, like, it was always a battle. It was never like, damn, he kicked Charlie ass. Like, it didn't matter who it was. So that's just how it was. But
that's what I asked you. What was some of the big name camps? I know you named one, Pango. I remember that being like a top one.
That's the high school All-American. It's like the top. It's really the top 40 people in the country.
Okay, yeah. Speak on that, because you just don't get invited to that.
It was crazy. Me and Big D, I went with Darnell Harris.
Okay.
I think he more got invited, and I was like a package. Okay. That's what it seemed like. Yeah. Just keeping it 100. You know, I used to eat off Big D and Cook. Yeah. Because I play with these niggas, so the coaches coming to see them, and I'm for the hoop. Now I might get an offer. You feel me? Something like that. So I think Big D really got invited, and I think I was kind of like a package, went with Big D. But shit, I got off. Yeah. You know, I was killing. I made the top 40 All-Star game. A lot of people thought I should have made the top 20 All-Star game. And me and Anthony Davis played in the top 40 game together. So that showed you where we was at the time. We was juniors at this time in high school. And Bob Givens, that's one of the biggest AU tournament. I made first team all-tournament team there. And I didn't. It's a lot of shit. I don't really talk about, but man, it's a lot of. Yeah, games
that's what we here for, man. We want to give you your flowers. I love, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of history in your game. Even like with you bringing up Anthony Davis. So did you see like the growth in him? Because I heard like he had a growth spurt and everything. Bro, what was the growth with him?
When we was at Pangos, nobody was even talking to Anthony Davis. He was chilling, shooting around the side with me. I didn't even know he was good. Like
yeah. I mean, he said that it's documented that he had to grow into his game.
You know, he had his first offer was from Cleveland State.
Okay, no, I didn't know that.
We both had offers from Cleveland State. That was his first Division I offers when he was growing before he hit that spurt. So yeah, me and Darnell was just like, man, we was reminiscing about like remember Anthony Davis shooting aside, we didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
He made the top 20. And then everybody's like thought he shouldn't even made the All-Star game. He made it kind of because of his buzz. He wasn't really went hooping. And people was like, damn, they put him in there. It's like politics.
Yeah. It's a lot of politics.
So that show you where he was at when his junior high school. He didn't even make the top. He almost didn't even make either one of the All-Star games. For him to go from a junior year to senior to in 2 years to be drafted, like that's crazy.
And all right, as far as, you know, mentioning politics, as far as your game, and I ain't trying to put it all just on politics and stuff like that, but you feel like that affected some, like you feel like you could have been, you know, not at a major D1, but just as far as, you know, on a higher level, higher ranking, do you feel like stuff got to do with politics, like, you know what I'm saying, with your size, stuff like that, could have affected that? How you feel about that?
The politics started coming more in when I graduated college.
Okay.
But during college, I was good. Like, I had bigger offers than Cleveland State. I chose to go to Cleveland State because it was a guard school and it was one of the top mid-majors at the time in the country. Norris Cole had just got drafted.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that too.
It was a lot behind it. Like, he was leaving. The point guard spot, it was open. They just lost their senior guard and he just got drafted. So it's like, man, and they was on me. They was building a real relationship with me. But I had a lot of decent offers. Like, I had Ohio University, USF, UCF, Bradley, Creighton, Butler, UW, all the Horizon League pretty much. Yeah. But outside of Akron, but these was Toledo, these was all the top mid majors in the country at this time. These weren't like they was good. Most of these teams was going to the tournament out they conference. Cleveland State just went to the tournament with Norris Cole them. Yeah. Butler just went to the fucking championship. You feel me?
They did. So that's like Gordon Hayward and all that.
So I could have went to that team. Like every team that kind of offered you just won a conference, went to the tournament that the year before. So I could have kind of went anywhere. Akron was good. Akron wanted me. That was LeBron coach. He was still there. Yeah. And shit, Akron beat us my freshman year, so that shows you they was that good, and we was good my freshman year.
Man, let me get back. I know I'm jumping into your story.
You good. Do what you gotta do, bro.
Let me bring it back for you. All right, so let's jump into your freshman year in high school. You was doing your thing in middle school, building your name. So how did that come about? You know what I'm saying? That's when I first heard about you. You went to Bayview. I'm probably like a junior or a senior or something like that. We hear about freshmen coming in. Coming into Bayview.
I was buzzing at Bayview.
So tell me a little bit about that experience at Bayview and how that all came together for you going there.
Man, Bayview, I had a lot of, they was loving me in the summer, but when school started, man, I had got a lot of hate from the players.
Oh, really?
Like a lot of the older dudes, the seniors.
Oh, I mean, you taking spots.
Yeah, because they know that's they hearing this freshman supposed to be starting and it ain't him and him and him, so a lot of Bayview players didn't really get along with me like that my freshman year, and I was competing too. I wasn't backing down, like, so that's just what it was. And yeah, I was getting a lot of buzz because when they saw me, they didn't know it was like, damn, he this small. Everybody, because they was hearing about it, they was like, damn, he this small, you really gonna play? And it happened. That's how it happened.
How did you feel like?
But I outworked him though. I earned it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
no, Chapman, he wasn't giving no spot to nobody. The only person probably really had a spot was Johnny. That was like then. Everybody else really had to make the team and work for their spot, their minutes. And I worked all the guards. Johnny was the only person I could not work. I ain't never saw nobody work hard as Johnny. He probably still to this day, him and Mike Taylor is probably like the two dudes that I say can outwork me.
Really? Okay, yeah. Hey, shout out to, because them two dogs too, most definitely.
I worked out with Mike Taylor. is on a different level, and I worked out with Jonny as a young dude. It's on a different level. Like,
And I was gonna ask you that too about Jonny Lacey, because you know he was one of them. He was the top ranked guard.
he was my favorite player in high
2009. Oh, okay, yeah. Speak on that. Just you know what I'm saying, his game a little bit. We can give him some love.
You know, Jonny grew up through the Rebels with me too, so I knew him before Bayview. That's why we went there because of Jonny. Like, we was watching Jonny kick ass at AAU. They was ranked number 3 in the country with Jamil Wilson. So I grew up around that team too. When I was with the 4th, 5th, 6th grade, they was the 7th, 8th, 9th.
Okay. Yep.
Jonny them, they left the Rebels like around 9th grade. Then that's when they went to Playground, I believe. But they doing that his whole little time. He was with the Rebels, and shit, he was my favorite player from the Rebels middle school all the way to freshman year in high school. Even in freshman year, my freshman year, that year, he still was my favorite player. Even though you had DeMarcus and stuff like that. But
Shane. I think Shane was there.
No, Shane just left with bikes.
Okay, you're right. Yeah.
That's why those spots was we had he had room for players to come to Bayview because they just lost Drew, Bikes, and Shane.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
And another dude that kind of started, and then Jonny was their 5th guy. Jonny was left by himself. It was a whole new team. Nobody played varsity but Jonny. All the dudes had graduated. Jonny was left with few dudes that played varsity, but they didn't play no minutes, nothing like that. If they did,
So the primary,
that was a whole new team, bro.
Yeah, it sure was. Not
whole new
back
team,
at it,
bro.
Facts. And too, same Jonny, he was in the same situation you was in his freshman year, coming in as a freshman, playing with Dwight and Shane. You know what I'm saying? So I know you can relate to that.
He had more experience.
Yeah,
Shane and Dwight, they was seniors.
Yeah,
Jonny. He wasn't even. We ain't had no seniors. Jonny was a junior. So and I was a freshman. I ain't only spent 1 year with him. I wish I could have spent more, like 2 years with Jonny during high school to get pushed, because he was pushing. Jonny was gonna push you. So I wish I would have had that 1 more year with him.
Okay, yeah. Shout out Jonny Lacey, because right after your freshman year, he moved on to prep school, right?
Yeah. Okay. Prep, then everybody left Bayview.
Yeah, y'all. Okay, so
it was like, see, people don't know it. They think it was just me, Hakeem, Cook, and Big D that left.
That's what I always thought too.
It was like 8 of us that left Bayview.
Oh, really?
Man, Jelani was there, Keywan was there, Big Head, Steph was there, and somebody else. We had they tried to red flag us. We had to go through appeals and everything through WIA. Because, you can't have that many players transfer from one school to one. So they try to look into it. Our parents had to write letters and shit like that. They was talking about trying to make us play JV.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It's like,
that wasn't going to work out.
They was trying to make us play JV. And then, because they thought Dean kind of recruited us over there.
Okay.
But we literally was going to go to separate schools. I was going to go to King. Me and Hakeem was going to go to King. Cook and Big D was going to probably go to Vincent. Because Steve was locked in with them, and Dale had me and Hakeem kind of under his wings, and I already was enrolled in King before Bayview. So when Chapman got the job, then that's when I was like, because I was going to King's Open Gyms and everything. I really was going to go to King my freshman year.
Okay. Who was the head coach? Was Goss?
Goss was there. Yeah. They had a good team too. They beat Bayview my freshman year.
And was they just now coming off the violations that they had? As far as
Corey?
Because I know they had like a 2-year probation while I was in high school.
Yeah, something like that.
I
remember that being the talk, but Goss was happy about me coming there for seeing me in open gyms and shit like that.
Yeah, and that was different too, as far as like y'all going to Hamilton, because growing up, like you said, King, that's basically King and Vincent.
Bro, when we decided to go to Hamilton, they was a 13th seed team in the city.
I bet, I ain't know nothing about Hamilton.
They was the 13th seed, bro. The last place team. We went from the last place team to 3rd into 1st.
Okay, yeah.
We went from 1 year we finished 3rd in the East Conference. Yeah. I mean, not East Conference, City Conference.
Yeah, in the City Conference.
Yeah.
So, all right, you spent your sophomore, junior year at Hamilton, and you played under Diener. Just take me through those seasons and, your experience at Hamilton before, moving on.
Man, great. That's Diener locked us in. We got locked in with Diener's. Then that's when we really started locking in with basketball. Even though I was locked in with Bayview, but then my sophomore year, we kind of got our swag then. We the girls and shit like that. We came to Hamilton. We kind of changed the whole structure of the school and how people was moving. And like the first day we got there, people was hearing about it, even though they had some good talent there. Like B Ware was there, Big Jake, Big White Jake. So we fitted in perfect with them. We had my sophomore year was good, bro. We won a lot of games. We lost the game to get upstate my sophomore year to Jamil Wilson to Horley.
Oh, okay.
So we was
and that's in Racine, right?
Yeah. So my sophomore year, we was one game away from going upstate. And we beat some good teams that year, and we was young.
Still young, yeah. All sophomores, you know what I'm saying.
I led that team, and hey, we was hooping.
Yep. You out the gate, you made like all region. You know what I'm saying. Getting your name in the city, all conference.
And I wasn't even into that. I never looked into that. I never knew nothing about that. Still to this day, I don't even know what I won in high school, bro.
Yeah.
I don't even get into it. I really go out there to try to win the game, compete, and outdo the point guard on the other team.
Okay, yeah, that's real. You focus on your game. That's tunnel vision for real. Because a lot of people, they going off, you know what I'm saying?
I can see, like, now I'm getting into high school basketball now. And I'm seeing I'm really coaching my high school team. We good, and we playing some of the best teams. And I can see what these guards missing. They missing, like, from what I had, they missing that competitiveness. A lot of them will make it if they take it more serious. That's it.
That's real.
So a lot of them playing, they ain't really locked in with the basketball like how I was in high school. Like I really was trying to dominate the other point guard. I don't care about the team winning.
Trying to dominate your matchup.
I'm trying to dominate my matchup. So he ain't got nothing to say about me. Nobody got nothing to say. So, and if I do that, then I'm helping my team win regardless anyway. So I'm shutting their point guard down. And not turning the ball over, getting everybody involved. So that was my main focus. I wanted to always, whoever the guards was, I wanted to outplay the guards.
That's one thing I say from my experience.
And I took that into college.
Yeah, that's one thing I say. My experience watching you. I caught you young all the way through high school, but just like your poise, you know what I'm saying, and your maturity of the game early, even though being small, like I'm like, damn, I wish I had that kind of, you know what I'm saying, poise, just control on the court, you know what I'm saying. And I got a couple people that's been on Jonny Bee TV as far as like that play for Vincent and had to play under Diener. So I heard like his practices could be intense and stuff like that. But like what you coming from, where you come from, was that out of the ordinary, or was that just regular to you as far as like?
His practice was light compared to our baby practice and training. Like Diener was, I do give it to Diener because after I left Diener and went to college, even when I went to prep school, he kind of trained like a pro.
Yeah.
Like Chapman was training like high school, like I'm getting you ready for high school. Diener, he knew how to take it easy a little bit. He went for the burn you out, burn you to the ground. He wasn't that type of coach. He was gonna make sure you're in shape, but he wasn't gonna try to do too much. Like if we got a game tomorrow, he was that type of coach. Now you guys need to rest. Some coaches be like, man, they practice hard as hell. We don't care if we got a game for it.
Do you feel like y'all so talented that he can do that? Because like less talented teams, you might gotta put a little bit more pressure as far as like being on them. But do you feel like y'all team was, because y'all was very talented at Hamilton your 2 years?
Yeah, but I feel like he didn't let us go like how me looking back, like we could have dominated more than he did. He was nice to a lot of teams. Like, man, we didn't score a lot. We didn't even blow out a lot of teams because he didn't let us we didn't play like this.
I feel you.
I barely threw lines, but I had a lot of people to throw lines to, but we didn't press.
Yeah.
Like a lot of if we were the full court press people, like we picked up man to man, but like we didn't trap and press and trap and fly around. If we played like that, man, we would been killing teams, bro. We was too big and long, bro. We had dudes all over.
Y'all was
over the place, and shit. That's just what it would have been like. But we didn't play like that. Like he wanted us to guard at the 3-point line. Once the ball passed half, we just at the 3.
Yeah.
People went shooting back,
it was different.
Niggas was trying to get to the hole or pull up mid range. Niggas went shooting threes like that when we was in high school.
It was almost called settlement, you know what I'm saying?
What?
And I can imagine
it's crazy. So he was smart though. He's like, just that's the 3-point line. They can't make threes. Like
that's
they
real.
Make threes.
Yeah.
I coach like that. I coach my Miami sports team. If I see a player, I watch some players who can shoot, and I can tell from your form. I'm like, don't guard. You should stay in the paint. And on 3-6, you stay in the paint the whole time. Let him pass. Let him shoot it. He's gonna miss it, bro. And just rebound. Ain't no need to guard people that can't shoot threes. You can be a help guy now. So it's easy. It's easy to guard high school.
Do you feel like, as far as like, you know, you being a coach now, is it stuff that, not just dinner that you picked up on, but all the coaches that you've been through, is that something like do you pick stuff from all of them?
The coach that really stick to me the most is my college coach and Chapman.
Okay.
Those two. Because they was really locked in with the players. Like, wanting to get you better. Like, all the other coaches, man, I don't really take nothing from, but yeah, my college coach and Lou Chapman, the work, them the two coaches that made me get better for real. Like, push me, you know. At Hamilton, man, I was just cruising through the motions. It was easy. I had a lot of talent.
Yeah.
You know, so I wanted to leave. I'm like, it's too easy. It started feeling easy.
Yeah.
So.
See, that's real. So, all right, with you feeling that way, did that go into your decision to go prep into Huntington?
Yeah, that part of it, but the main reason I was getting a lot of trouble fighting.
At Hamilton?
Yeah, at Hamilton, doing my sophomore, junior year, man, just getting out of trouble, in and out of jail for small stuff, disorderly conduct tickets. So, me just getting in trouble, man, it's a weird story how I ended up at Huntington Prep, to be honest with you. I met them the summer before I went there. They was recruiting Larry Bradley, you know Larry.
Yep.
We was in Bob Gibbons. I made all tournament team. They was really recruiting Larry. He was playing with the Spartans, and we was on Duke. We was watching. Larry was playing Quinn Cook in DC Assault. He was killing them. So they watched. They watched Larry, and we in the stands. We watching the game. We play next. We play CP3. I killed CP3, like, controlled the whole game, went crazy. And they Huntington Prep men was watching that game. They weren't watching for me, but then they was watching the game. After the game, they wanted me. They was like, you know what? They came up, I remember them coming up to the court, and then Ward then was like, no, he good, because we had a good team at Hamilton. We just lost upstate.
Exactly.
But we was coming back, our team, we had everybody, we was like, we know we for the win state. So it really wasn't no point for me to leave. So they was on me the whole summer. Like, calling my phone, my mama. Ward and Chapman was getting into it with him, like, no, he good, he not coming, he's fine. Then when I got in a little trouble, Ward and called him, reached out, said, y'all still got that position? They was like, yeah, we'll love what happened. They flew me out like a week later, probably not even a week later. They flew me out there. I didn't know what I was going to. I just know I was going to one of the top prep schools, basketball teams. They got a chance to play on ESPN, the ESPN Rise high school tournament. So I was excited about that. But I didn't know it was a Catholic school. You had to wear uniforms and all that. And you had to live with host families. I had to live with a white family my senior year. So I come from Milwaukee, jump right into that.
Especially coming from like your situation, like you said, your little steps in jail and stuff like that.
Hanging out, being driving cars, being chicks and traffic. You know how Milwaukee was at that time.
Especially traffic. Traffic was different. Yeah,
I'm doing all that. Like, that's when Milwaukee was lit.
Yeah,
that shit was different. So I come from that, living with a white family, real white family. I'm talking about husband, wife, 2 little sons. I got a room in the house.
That's crazy.
No bullshit.
And I was gonna ask you how the adjustment was. Like you said, you spoke on it a little bit coming from Milwaukee. Now you're in West Virginia. What even be going on in West Virginia?
Man,
and like how was that for you?
White town.
Yeah.
But like, I ain't gonna lie, they was some cool white people that they fuck with me. They made me more comfortable because they like the way I talk.
Okay.
They said, you talk different. They like, bro. They like, they said, he said, bro, oh what? Like,
hell yeah.
They was like that shit. So that's how we start vibing, got the connection like that, and then shit. When I saw they was really there to help me, you know, get to college and get through prep schools, and I'm like, I'm all for it then.
Facts. Okay, so how was like the on the court experience for you? Like, you know, playing with the coaches and just with the players. Yeah, up at Huntington. How was that experience?
So when I got there, like I told you, I got there late. I got there like a month and a half late. The team was already there.
Oh, okay.
So when I got there, they threw a big old welcome party to me. When I pulled up, like I told you, I ain't know where I'm going. I pulled up to this big ass white neighborhood. Yeah. It's like, I feel like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Type shit, yeah.
I got my bags. I'm not lying. I'm talking about I lived in a mansion, real big, $600,000 house. That type of house, pool in the back, big deck, court in the back, everything. Yeah. If I go across the street and kick it with my white friends, they got a full court. Like, it was really like that. So when I got there, I'm like, damn, they doing all this? They doing a real barbecue? Like, So when I got out the car, the players didn't know it was me. Cause I'm like, again, I'm little.
Yeah,
so when you first see me in this prep school, I'm talking about this big. This probably the biggest team I've been on. Mm-hmm. It was bigger than my college team. So when I got there, man, they had Sim Bular. He was 7'4".
Damn.
Man, they had my African guy, Iggy. Who went to, all these dudes went high majors too, by the way. But I'm just going by size. He was 7'4", 6'11", 6'10", 6'9", 6'8", 6'7", all the way down. Man, they had everything from 6 feet.
Yeah.
And then I get out the car.
Yeah.
And then the coach was telling them, like, we got this guard coming, right? So I got the car and it's like, damn, you play ball? I'm like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Talking to him. So we talking. This is a Friday. And we don't have practice again on Monday. So I get to meet the players over the weekend. We just hanging out. We go bowling. And they talking like, man, can you hoop? And like, yeah. I'm like, well, you gonna wait till Monday then. We gonna see Monday. So when Monday came, they respected me from that day.
Yeah.
When Monday came, I was hooping, bro.
Yeah.
Because I was already playing against these dudes in AU. Like there was like 3 of them I just played against in Vegas. He knew me. He know. We just lost to them by buzzer beater in Vegas, Final Four. He was cooking. He was playing good, but it was a good game. So he remembered me. So I was like, he knew what type of player I was. Mm-hmm. But from that day, I was the starting point guard. From that day, they never recruited over me. They did try. They did recruit a guard mid-season. But he cannot play me. Yeah. In practice came, he cannot play me, or in the game he can play better than me. So I was just they was locked in with me as the PG for the whole year.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hey, shoot, real polished guard. That's hard to overcome, especially coming in thinking it's sweet.
And I was grinding, bro.
Yeah.
That's one thing I knew how to do is get myself prepared. Work like on my own. I ain't need no trainer. I still don't to this day. Like I don't need no trainer to get in shape. I didn't when I was in high school. I didn't when I was in college. I just go and do ball handle for 30, 40 minutes by myself in the gym, or pass off the wall, or do front shoot and get up out of there.
That's real.
But when I come back, I feel a little more polished than everybody.
So as far as that, because like you doing your thing, you ain't never letting size, get in the way. Are you still do you have NBA dreams right now?
Bro, the only reason why size never got in the way of me because it never affected me. Now I see if it like, damn, I couldn't score on this dude, or I can't score and he killing I never, like, even when I guarded dudes that was 6'6", 6'4", 6'5" in college, my coach would put me on them. Like, you got him. Because he knew I'm small, I'm going to keep him out of the paint. Yeah. And it never affected me. So it's like, I never looked at like my size was a factor. Like, that's why I was like, damn, why I ain't make it? Because it never bothered me. It never messed with my stats. The way I scored, my assists, the steals, rebounds, man. People didn't know I used to average like 5-6 rebounds in college.
See, that's beastie. So, I looked that up too.
So like, it never really affected my numbers or how I played. So I never really kind of looked at my size for real.
Yeah, and we're going to get into college because I see where, like, even from your freshman year to the next year, like, how they trusted you, gave you keys, and, you know what I'm saying, out the gate, you was, putting in work out the gate. But, just with that, with your confidence, was, like, going to prep, you playing against these nationally ranked teams and stuff like that.
Traveling.
Yeah, real good teams. So do you feel like, is the NBA still a goal for you? Was that ever a goal for you?
I really wasn't even thinking about the NBA. I was thinking about college. After me watching Norris, I was in love with Norris Cole. After that year he just had, killing it. I'm thinking about college. Like, college was tough. When I was coming in, man, it was a lot of good dudes, older dudes. Like, it wasn't a lot of one and dones in college when I was coming into college. It was a lot of dudes that was juniors and seniors that was still good and solid in college. The college teams was loaded, bro. Yeah. So it was like Vanderbilt, Marquette, them they was good when I was coming in. So I'm thinking about I want to be able to see if I can compete against these niggas. I wasn't even thinking about the NBA.
You right too, and like it's funny how
it happened right that when I came to college. Then that's when the one of them, like Anthony Davis, them became
the one
and done's, bro.
Yeah.
We're like the year before that, it was like John Wall.
Yep, John Wall. That was
the year before that. Then after that, it was like, damn, Kentucky got one of them every year.
Yep. I remember, that's crazy. That was my year, 2009, because they got that Kentucky team. That's
but Kentucky had, but they still had older players that was good.
Patrick Patterson.
Yeah, they had older dudes that wasn't going. They just started that shit and they were so good, bro.
You're right about that. How do you feel? And this is getting away from the topic a little bit. How do you feel about how the game is now? Because this is a lot of. Literally, 19, you can be 1 year in college, one and done. How do you feel about the one and dones? Because you a player that you did 4 years, you know what I'm saying? Took the time to develop your game. Do you feel like you need time in college and how it's just erratic now, how they just popping out?
Man, it's all on that person, that player, man. If you got the mindset you want to be a pro, you're going to go be a pro, man. You're going to go do the things to be a pro, and that's the extra time, bro. It ain't no secret. If you don't get the extra time, man, you're not going to make it, bro. Now, that's what I tell my high school players, like, bro, don't think your ball handling for to get better if you ain't practicing on it. Don't think your jump shot for to get better. Don't think you finna just get stronger if you ain't lifting, bro. That's real. You got to get yourself prepared. Like my seniors, I'm telling them, like, bro, y'all got to do more right now. Y'all seniors, y'all finna go to college next. You can't just jump into some type of trainings, bro. You ain't never at least train yourself a little bit. That's what helped me, bro. I wouldn't have been ready for college if I stayed at Hamilton. Okay. Yeah. We weren't lifting weights. Didn't even have us lifting weights and none of that shit, bro. We went in the gym at night, hitting extra shots up. I was doing that outside with Chapman. Yeah. Like, I had him for that. Like, I couldn't get in Hamilton, but we was able to get in other gyms through Chapman. He picked us up, making sure we in the gym shooting or at the lake. We ain't do none of that with dinner. Damn, that's real. Okay. That's real. So when I went to prep, Chapman kind of got me prepared for that. I knew how to lift weights. I knew how to do hang cleans, and I knew techniques and how to lift. I was just doing it with him on the side. But at prep, that's what it was. We had a real weight schedule. Yeah. Like every day before practice. You feel what I'm saying? And after study hall. It kind of, so when I went to college, I was already in this, I just did it. I was just moving. They was trying to hire my weight training coach at Cleveland State. Oh, that's Cleveland State. They came in and watched our weight room, our weight program. Yeah. And they wanted to hire our guy. Swear to God, they was on it. He denied it. He stayed with the 100. He stayed with the 100 at prep, but they wanted to be at the university with them because he was doing some good stuff with us. Yeah. And his name's Chris. My white guy, Chris, down in West Virginia, good guy, dog. Oh yeah, shout him out. That's what's up. All right. So as far as that, it's your senior year. You at Huntington. Did you commit to Cleveland State already? I committed when I was at Huntington Prep. Oh yeah, okay. Signing day, senior signing day. So what was that process like, and what other? Because I was still getting offers. Yeah. Once I got to Huntington Prep, that's when my bigger offers started coming. Okay. Because I was able to be seen. I was playing against bigger high school teams, bigger players, and we winning. I'm leading the team, and so that's when I started getting like bigger mid majors. Instead of I was getting a lot of low majors, but then bigger mid majors started coming in. What made you overall choose Cleveland State? And what other college you was like thinking about? Man, I had probably like 13 offers, and I only took 2 visits. Okay. And I only took a visit to Green Bay and Cleveland State. Type shit. And the only reason why I took a visit to Cleveland State because we were playing in the King James tournament. Okay. In Akron, and we in my AU team, we just drove to Cleveland, and we was like, we finna come now. Yeah. And the whole team took my visit with me. Oh, that's what's up. So it wasn't just a personal visit. My whole team went with me, and we toured the arena, talked to the coaches and shit like that. And then I took a one-on-one visit with my AU coach in Green Bay. Okay. But I should have took more visits. We had like 5 to take. Yeah. I should have took more just to do it for free. They take care of it, shit. Yeah, it would have been a fun experience type shit. Okay, so all right, it's your freshman year at Cleveland State. You know what I'm saying? Take me through that process. You know, you coming from Huntington, from West Virginia. Did you stop back in Milwaukee, or you going from there straight to? I went straight from prep school to West Virginia. Okay. Yeah. I went straight from prep school to Cleveland State. They moved me. My prep school team took me to Cleveland State. My host family. I'm telling you, they did a lot for me that year. I ain't gonna lie. Like looking out, getting me allowance, like no bullshit. Like really showing me the business sides and the things after basketball. Like, cause her husband, he was into stocks and had business and all that. So I was able to see money. It was the first time I ever saw some real money, people living nice, and I'm like, damn, like I want nice shit now. Like, I want a nice car and I want a nice house. I want a pool in my backyard. Literally, just how they live, that's how I want a house. So that kind of motivated me. Then they used to do shit like fly my family down.
Damn.
My girlfriend down.
That's real, like you said. That's a real Fresh Prince.
Real, like give my family they flew my whole family down in my girl my senior year and gave us their whole house and cars and they left.
Damn.
They went out of town. Like I don't know
and
a lot
just
of
trusting you.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of white families would treat a black family like that, but
at all.
Gave us their whole house for like a week. Me and my family in the pool. This our house. We the only people here. My mama got the Cadillac truck. I got the BMW.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
That's hard. That's hard.
Shit, I can't even. That shit sound like a movie, bro.
Yeah, no, that's cold. No bullshit.
They went out of town, bro. Gave us a crib.
Hell yeah. Hey, that's hard.
Hey, I'm bringing motherfuckers over in the pool back.
Yeah, this is my spot. No bullshit. Oh, hey, that's hard. I ain't gonna lie. I love an experience like that. So, shit, leaving that, was you even ready to leave that? You know what I'm saying? You going to Cleveland State?
They was with me my whole college.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was going down there even after college.
Okay.
They wanted me to come coach down there, everything, but I started having kids and my life started being a little different. But yeah, they was with me through my whole college. They paid my phone bill all the way through college. Shit like that. Gave me money, made sure I had groceries, looked out, was flying me home from college or give me a Greyhound ticket. They really was like looking out for me.
Wow, yeah, dang, hey, that's amazing. I ain't gonna lie.
When I graduated, she told me you gotta pay your own phone bill now. No bullshit.
That's some real shit. All right, so look, so your freshman year at Cleveland State. Let's get into it. Like you said, you was prepared, especially on the court, lifting weights, getting in condition.
Well, I thought I was prepared.
Or you thought you was prepared. I don't know that.
I thought I was.
How was your first year in college for you? You know what I'm saying?
My first year was my toughest year of basketball, period, in my whole life, bro. I had the most injuries. I got into the most fights. It was the toughest for me in basketball ever in my life that I can remember, bro.
Who's you who's you bumping heads with, and like what kind of injuries
the seniors?
You was going through? Okay.
All the seniors?
Yeah.
I'm a leader, bro. That's just what I am. So even though I'm young, I come in with like that demeanor of like, I'm the best point guard on this team. Even though I'm young, even though I ain't saying it, but I'm practicing, I'm training like that, and I'm taking shots like that in the game. I don't think they like that. The seniors did fuck with me because I started like half of the season.
Okay. Yeah.
So it wasn't like they didn't fuck with me, but it was like they wanted me to take a backseat to them a little bit more than I did.
I feel that.
But I was putting in work. They went in the gym as much as me, so I felt like I deserved to shoot the ball as well. But in practice, it was just too physical, bro. Them dudes, I came in with. It was 5 seniors. Norris Cole was the only person that got drafted, but that whole team was coming back. So these dudes, man, they done been to the tournament twice. Yeah, they was ready, bro.
And they see Norris,
man, bro.
Yeah.
I'm 18. These niggas 23, 24, 25. I'm talking about grown, strong. Man, I couldn't dribble in practice. They was fucking me up, bro. But they helped me get better though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. So from that point, that was like the toughest like basketball experience that you went through
in my life, bro. Swear to God, toughest practices. Like I'm talking about, we in real fights, bro.
Yeah.
Real fights, getting thrown in the stands. Like that's how our practice to be. It wasn't no fouls in my freshman year. He kind of blacked it up my sophomore year because he knew he was dealing with different kids. But that group of guys, them dudes was. One of my guy Trey Harmon, he from California, tough part of California. My dude Jeremy Montgomery, he was the other guard. He from Chicago, Illinois, the rough part of them dudes was some tough dudes. And they was real grown, like they wanted for to play around with me. Like they was gonna lose their strength and all that. So but another thing helped me my freshman year was I was able to work out with Norris Cole for the lockout. So that's when the NBA
lockout season.
He stayed. Miami made him stay in Cleveland to work out. So he stayed in Cleveland. He stayed at Cleveland State, and I worked out. He had me under his wings every day. Every day after school, I had lunch with him at this time, and we go work out. And I did that the whole summer with him, or I just watched him work out. So that kind of helped me
Yeah.
get really prepared too to see what it's like to work.
What was it about? Because of course, you know, he got with Brian and he, you know, got on the championship team. But you caught that right before you do that. What was different about him that you seen like before what we seen?
Listen, Norris is still probably one of the most different dude I ever met in my life. Still to this day, bro. Like he just, I can see why he made it, bro. Like he's like, you got to do the extra, bro. He really one of the dudes like he doing the extra. He really like getting rest, eating right. Like he was doing this to get drafted. It wasn't no game. That's who he was. He was a real spiritual guy, going to church, watching film. Like he used to watch film, come to my dorm room with me. And he didn't have to do this. He graduated college. He just got drafted. He used to come to my dorm, bro, and watch film with me and all that, making sure, or he'd be watching my games. He'd text the coach at halftime, like, and tell him to stay off his knees, like because I was when we played against Michigan State, Trey Burke. This one, Trey Burke went crazy that year.
Yeah,
I've been playing against Trey Burke since we were kids, so we always had battles. So he knew who I was, and I was guarding good. And there was one play I remember it too. And I don't even know how he saw it. He caught it and remembered. I was like this. I got on my knees and Trey blew past me. And then at halftime, he texted the coach. He was like, "Tell him never show signs of being tired." And that stuck with me. Like, damn, like. I remember that play, bro.
Yeah.
And he saw that. He used to do shit like that all the time. Like during the game, he'd be watching them at halftime. Like, tell him he could pull up more and do it, shit like that. So Norris is always tapped in with me my freshman year, throughout my whole freshman year, for real.
And I bet too, like as far as you know, just with your IQ level, like seeing something simple as that, you know what I'm saying? On how you're now, like just seeing him just on. There's plenty of possessions going on in the basketball game. So for him to catch that and little stuff like that, just show his IQ level is on the next level.
Yeah, Norris, man, different type of dude, bro. He really was telling me my freshman year, like, what it's going to take to make it. Even though I was young, but I started doing it as my junior, senior year. I'm like, damn. I really was following what he did. Like, I'm working out, I'm doing ball. I started doing it with the younger players that was coming up behind me, like doing it with them. I had the whole freshman group. When I was a junior, senior, I had the whole freshman group with me. Every day we was in the gym at night, all that.
Yeah. So do you feel like, you know, after your freshman year, going into your sophomore year, was the coach did give you the keys right away, you know what I'm saying? And
right away.
You really just
I
did
shot
that
18.
from there?
My freshman year, I shot 18% from the three.
Yeah, I seen that.
I couldn't even make a three. I was getting up a lot of shots, but they just weren't going in. Maybe that college three was too far from me or something, but man, that summer, I went from like 18% to like 38% from the three. And my sophomore year, me not having seniors and juniors in front of me, that helped me have a good career. Because maybe if I had another guard in front of me, it would have kind of slowed me down my sophomore year. But when he just lost his whole five, and now you got these freshmen and juniors and sophomores. We had no seniors at the time, my sophomore year. Man, I was able to hoop.
Yeah, able to make mistakes.
Hooping. And I had the most assists in the Horizon League that year. My points went up. I averaged probably like 13 points that year.
Yep.
I had more turnovers, of course, but everything went up my sophomore year. And then that's when I started getting a buzz around the Horizon League. Like, okay, Cleveland State got a good point guard. You know, they got a solid group of dudes. It wasn't just me. Even our big man, he was a sophomore. Our whole freshman group was good. Ike Nwamle was with us my freshman year, but he transferred. But he was good.
Yeah, that's basic. So, and too, I see, you know, going into your junior and senior year.
I couldn't duck no smoke my sophomore year.
Yeah.
My backup point guard was a freshman.
Oh, okay.
Like,
so,
we was young, bro. Like, if it was a senior guard I had to play against or big, I had to guard him, bro. We was a young backcourt.
Like I seen your junior and senior year, just shooting percentage, like you said, your freshman year you shot 18% from the 3-point line. But I see your junior and senior year, 90% from the free throw line and over 48. You know what I'm saying, over 40%.
I shot 48 from the three.
48 your senior year. That make a NBA scout go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
That was a big thing. That's what helped me because I could shoot the ball. So they were saying that I can shoot and I can pass and I can defend. Those was the three strong points of my game.
Facts, being real efficient, especially like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I put you as one of them top floor generals, because I feel like, you know.
I ain't take bad shots.
Yeah. And being efficient, that's great. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't really take bad shots. I don't feel like you a real basketball player. You gotta force up shots. I like getting my shot off on people the right way. Not just throwing up anything. I've never been that type of player. I'm either gonna do it clean. I might get my shot blocked and do something clean, but I wasn't really that fancy. I never really was a fancy finisher. Like Trey Jefferson, he's a fancy finisher.
Yeah, I feel you.
I probably finish more efficient than him, but it's just simple. I'm just gonna do a floater.
Yeah,
that's it.
I feel that.
He more. It's 2 points, but you know people like that though. That's why they like his game. It's flashier. My game is a lot more polished.
Most definitely. I feel that too. That's a perfect example, because you know what I'm saying, like y'all.
Yeah, because people compare me to Trey all the time. That's
I can only say size.
He grew up under me as well. But that's just what it is. We small, and he just was a flashier player to me. That's it.
Facts. Okay, yeah, no, I like that comparison. Do y'all got any battles? Because I ain't never seen y'all.
Yeah, me and Trey, we still playing to this day in rep league. We playing the men's league against each other. But when he was in his prime, I was playing professional when Trey. And I was in college when Trey was coming up in high school, and I was in professional when he was in college. So I never really got to play against the best Trey. Yeah, I playing against him after he been hooping. He done hooping in the summer league.
I feel that.
So we never got to play against each other in our best primes, like him playing against me in college, or me playing against him in college or in high school. We were just different age. That's all it was.
Facts. Yeah, that would have been hard too. Yeah, no bullshit. So tell me just what was like some of the best times about Cleveland State that you remember? You know what I'm saying? Just as a ball player on and off the court. Like, you know what I'm saying? What you was enjoying most?
Man. Off the court, I'm going to say my freshman year. For sure.
Parties wise.
But I'm hanging with the seniors. Like, I'm with the seniors and the smokers shit. A lot of people didn't smoke. I smoke, so I was with the seniors. They were smoking and they was partying. And I'm around older people, older girls, and just kicking with it. So man, we partied a lot my freshman year. Like my moving every year slowed down with the partying for me. Yeah. And our team, like we was getting older. I don't know how them niggas was partying. They were serious. Maybe that's why we ain't make it to the tournament, because we was good enough to make it to the tournament. Like we was super good, but I think it probably was the partying. Like they weren't putting that time in the gym like I was my senior year. If they was moving like that, we probably would have went to like probably the Sweet 16 for sure. My freshman year, we had a good team.
What do you like on the court? Do you feel like your senior year was your best year?
On the court, my junior and senior year. Yeah. My senior year on the court, my best year for sure. But my junior year was my best team. Overall as a team, and we had a solid team. We won a lot of games. We was projected to win the Horizon League that year. We ended up losing in the Final Four, the semifinal game to get to the NCAA tournament. But we was loaded, man. We had Brent Forbes, Trey Lewis, Anton Grady, Marlon Mason, John Harris. John Harris, he assistant coach for the Spurs now. Okay, yeah. Brent Forbes, he played for the Spurs and the Bucks. He won the championship with the Bucks. Trey Lewis played in the G League, played in the top leagues overseas. So after college, they did, and what I did as well. But we was good my junior year.
Okay, yeah. At this point, are you focusing in on like individual accomplishments? You know what I'm saying? Because like it's your senior year, during senior year, and basketball, you're gonna have to go to the next level. That's what I think. Did you have to be selfish at all?
Man, I should have been more selfish. Like, man, I was so raised to be a point guard. When I got to college, I could score. I probably was one of our best scorers, probably top 2 scorers on our team when I needed to be. But I was always getting everybody off. It was so easy for me to just draw 2 on me, kick, find people. So, but my coaches used to get mad at me, like, man, shoot more. You should shoot the ball more. So how I play now, it's probably how I should have played my senior year. I probably had a way better chance. I probably would have got drafted. Well, not drafted, but I probably would have had some NBA workouts for sure.
Do you feel like you sort of came in a generation where you got hit with that wave to where it literally went from a pure point guard, like a Chris Paul type, and that's sort of how I grew up, but I ain't gonna put it on your level, you know what I'm saying? But you sort of had to be like a pure point guard.
That transition happened like
to the scoring guards, the Steph Curry, stuff like that.
That happened a few years right after I graduated college, and it was like when Steph Curry did what he did in the tournament, and then you had Isaiah Thomas in Washington. They were scoring, they wasn't passing. So that's what I did for, and maybe like one of my coaches, he called my assistant coach in college. He hit me years ago. He's like, man, you would have got drafted. You was born in if you graduated in early 2000, the mid 2000s instead of late, like where I graduated. If I graduated 5 years earlier, like 2010, you probably got drafted. Bro.
Yeah, that's real.
That's what they was looking for.
Yeah, as far as that, because that was the main thing they was looking for. That's
even if you saw it in the NBA, you saw all them guards. They couldn't score.
Facts.
They could score, but they wasn't. That wasn't.
It wasn't meant for that.
Speedy Castle, Earl Boykins, TJ Ford. It was a lot of small, fast guards. They were just in to control the game.
Facts.
Penetrate the deep, but it changed when Steph Curry, did what he did.
And too though, like it's even if you did want to play like that, that wasn't even always allowed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just the style of play now, if you was to take yourself back then, your mindset, like people almost get to looking at you crazy, you take 7 step back threes. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's normal now, but like, for the kids,
the game changed.
You can, most definitely.
Steph Curry really changed the game. Jimmer for that. Them three, that's why we never saw people shoot threes like Jimmer. Jimmer like, that nigga just pulling three after three. Like, that's why he was like the first dude shooting deep threes. Him and Steph Curry, he was like the first dude. Like, so when we saw that, it was like, why would you go backwards? Like, I can get a guard that can just shoot from here and here all the time. And that's what it is.
The game has definitely changed in that way. And you played overseas and stuff, so I don't know as far as like, did that game change the same way overseas? But how do you like the NBA, how it's played now? Like, what's your perspective on it?
I just don't like the defense side. That's it. The offense, they play hard on offense. Niggas are trying to score, niggas trying to get it in. But on the defense, I'm just comparing it to like when Kobe, like that early, like when LeBron was young. Like, you can just see, if you go watch the highlights and just the games, the intensity on defense was way more. Even like you can see it from the All-Star games from back then. I just want the defense to get picked up so we can see who really like that. Everybody's scoring so easy right now, coming on pick and roll so easy. And a lot of people can do that, man.
I feel that. Do you feel like the game is sort of, I ain't gonna say moving too fast, but a lot of people picked up, like back then, I'd say like the Suns was only playing like that. But like now the whole league is like that, getting up shots under 7 seconds, stuff like that. How is that a good way? I mean, we can't change it. It is what it is. But do you feel like that's the right way to play basketball?
I mean, the defense gonna change that, bro. You're not gonna be getting them quick shots like the niggas up in you.
And I feel like we see that more in like the playoffs when it comes to the NBA. Like it literally all slow down.
You niggas up in you. The possessions are longer. Niggas, you getting 2-3 offensive rebounds. Not like you got to play. That's how I wish. There's a lot of games, so you can't ask these grown men to play playoff basketball for 82 games before playoff basketball. You feel me? So
you're right.
I get it. It's they know how to turn it on and off. Like you ain't finna come out the gate playing extremely hard. But that's the difference that I see.
But the difference so wild because literally in the regular season you seeing 150 almost 160.
And they play dumb too.
They
play dumb basketball now. It's like the basketball, the NBA is not. They don't play smart no more, bro. They don't expose mismatches. The teams that do, they win it. Like Denver Nuggets. They exposed mismatch. They just ran into a bad matchup with the Timberwolves. Exposed mismatch, keeping big dudes. Like you just gotta have somebody big to beat Denver, anyways. But other than that, Denver gonna expose you. They ain't finna just play through Murray. They gonna go through Aaron Gordon if he got a little dude on it. We finna just play through Aaron Gordon. It's simple. That's why I wish the Bucks would play like that more. Expose the mismatch, bro. They just. Like Giannis, just go down low sometimes, bro. It's all right. Play 5-man pick and roll, man. Do something different.
Do you think, and I ain't gonna say they all play like this, but just with the word in the NBA, with the positionless basketball, do you feel like that's where it started going a little left a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Because like you still need some structure. I feel like,
man, NBA need to bring the 5-mans back. That would change the position.
I feel
that's
like
the only thing. That's right. You can't. Ain't nobody inside the score, so it's called positioning now. But if you bring back a 5-man, niggas can score inside. It's easy. It's open, bro.
Yeah.
That's bro. Joker and B showing it like.
Yeah.
Just recruit, get a nice big that can score, bro, and treat him like a big now. Don't let him be picking and popping. You can't guard him, bro.
And no knock to their MVPs, but that's one thing I do feel like it's literally because a few years before that they was trying to take the center out of the league and win an All-Star game.
And then you see them two come in, they like
they in here.
They MVPs.
Exactly, every year.
It's telling you, bro, like
so
or Giannis, another big person.
Exactly. That's the last three for real.
Bro, if I'm NBA, if I'm a GM, I'm building my team big NBA. Cause you gonna dominate.
Yeah,
I'll rebound people because everybody want to be small. Okay, you can play small ball. We gonna kill you, mismatch, post you up, put you in foul trouble. It's game over with. And that's how not to be going off rant, but that's how the Denver Nuggets beat the Lakers.
Yeah.
The Lakers probably beat any other team in the West, bro. It's just matchups, bro. They too little for Denver. They needed another big. AD need to be on the floor against. Playing the floor, 4-man against Denver instead of playing the fight. Now he can't bang with big fella.
Facts.
You just need a big, bro.
Yeah.
And that's why the Timberwolves beat the Denver Nuggets. That's it. You just gotta have at least a big enough presence to slow big fella down, man.
Yeah.
If you ain't got that, it's over.
See, hey, Charlie, I had you all night picking your brain on that shit. For real, swear to God, I know you got the knowledge for real. We most definitely gonna have you back on here too to pick your brain on, you know what I'm saying, basketball. But I'm gonna get back into your story because I had you all night speaking on that. So after college, you know what I'm saying, you doing your thing. What's you think about going pro? Yeah. What's those workouts and what's the opportunities you're getting as far as that?
Now, after college, this when I really start being around professional players, like in the league, training in the same workouts with them, playing open gyms, and now this they really making me feel like I can go to the NBA. At this point, when I'm in Vegas for like 2.5 months, I'm playing with DeMarcus Cousins, Lance Stevenson, and Jeremy Pargo, a lot of NBA dudes, Jamal Crawford.
Man, Jeremy Pargo is a beast.
And like, and they picking me up. They seeing me work out. They saw me in this open gym yesterday. Like, so now they picking me up. I'm playing first games. I'm hooping. They letting me shoot. So now my confidence is going way up. Now I really feel like, damn, I got a chance to play in the NBA. Like, I'm really scoring out here against these NBA dudes. So, like, Chris Porzingis was in my workout. Jaylen Brown. I was with all these dudes. Jason Tatum. Capella, like that. It was a lot of dudes, younger dudes that came out. I was older, but they was one and dones or two and done. So they was out there playing, working out with us. And I like impact because they don't care if you coming from college, high school, or fit to go get drafted. You in the same group. Like you with them. That's what your group. Like that's what it is. You gonna play 3-on-3 with them dudes, and you gonna play 5. You pick your team. So they give you impact. They don't give you a chance to play.
So how was that experience? Like you said, you dropped some killers. You know what I'm saying? Some first round picks, all that. So how was that experience for you?
Man, it was good. Like it just my confidence went up. I felt like I was one of the best guards there as well. Still scoring, like playing, competing. Loon and Ward was coming out because Loon was playing preseason with us in Vegas. I mean, with the Golden State Warriors at the time. He was coming out watching the open gyms and shit. So it was good. But it did show me like, damn, this how it be. My body was sore for like the first week and a half. I ain't never really trained like that. Yeah. Like college, you train, but it's professional training is different. Okay. It's like, man, you might have individuals in the morning. And then you go upstairs and have weights for another hour. Yeah. Then you done. Then you might have to come back and shoot at noon. Then you done again. Then you got open. Then you got to come back and play around 4-5. Yeah, all that shit. So like that shit, man. Yeah. After that first week, my legs kind of got right. But that first week, I was like, man, bro, my shit was sore. I was like, I ain't never did this. Like,
and adjusting to that floor, you know what I'm saying? It's 94 feet now. You know what I'm saying?
NBA 3.
Yeah, the NBA 3.
But so I adjusted fast to it.
Okay, yeah, you adjusted fast.
I was because you getting up a lot of shots, you know. So Yeah, that time in Vegas was good. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, and I know, like, even with your focus too, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to make it to the next level, so I know your focus all the way there and stuff like that. So, how your first opportunity overseas come about? You coming from Norway, right?
Yeah.
You end up going to Norway.
Norway, it's at the top of the map. You see, it's a little island by itself. I played at. I was in Oslo, Norway, but I played in Tromsø.
Okay.
Tromsø, Norway. But it was a good year. It was like okay league, starters league, see where all that. I played good. I led my team in scoring, led my team in assists, steals, all that, free throw, 3-point, all that. Went to the championship game. We lost the championship game, but I met my stats that my agent wanted me to do, which helped me get a higher level job in a better country, better competition. That's what I did the following year after Norway. But Norway was a great place. My first time living out the country. It was on the mountains. Man, beautiful for real. Like that's just what it is. You had to fly in and out. You couldn't even really drive to go out. You had to fly in and out because it was on islands.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Ocean. Yeah.
So, and I was gonna say too, like you said, now you out the country. You know what I'm saying? I know you probably never even thought being out the country, coming from the beginning of your story.
Because I was nervous. I was a little nervous. I'm like, man, when is professional stuff when it's gonna click? So then when I finally got the offer and I signed, I was ready to go. Yeah. But I didn't know what I was going into for real.
Yeah. How was like that first experience? Because I hear all type of stories when it comes.
Flay played in this league too. First year.
Yeah.
His first year. Well, Flay played there the year before me.
He did speak about Norway too.
He played there the year before me, so I was able to talk to him a little bit about it. So we both started in the same league.
I know too. Like some people have good experience. Some people had tough experience as far as like not getting paid on time or just
I never.
Was that something you had to deal with?
Yeah, I never experienced not being paid on time. I didn't experience personally, but other Americans on my team, I did. It is politics with teams in league selling games. For other teams, I don't know, betting on games and like GMs and presidents of the leagues be doing that. Want to finish in this place? Like they be throwing games and shit like that, or trying to get American kicked off the team by trying to start a fight with him. Because like in the contract, if you fight, they can kick you off the team without paying you. So it's like certain stuff. Like they can't just kick you off the team. Yeah, they can, but they gotta pay you the rest of your money. But if they kick you off the team for a reason that's violated, then they can send you home without paying you. So it was when I was in Georgia, they was moving like that. They was trying to get my guy from Philly to fight, my American to fight, to try to send him home because I guess he was giving them a hard time, but they didn't want to send him home and give him his money. Yeah. So they was really had one of the teammates really try to start a fight with him before a game, and this a big game. This for us to finish third. Yeah. And the top 3 teams get bonuses and get money.
So they would have got a bonus.
They wasn't trying to finish third. Okay. They were trying to finish 4th, but we was good enough to still win through all that bullshit. They was salty, and they still had to give us bonus and money. Yeah. Before we left, they was salty, but they was really trying to do. I saw it with my own eyes. Like damn, like. And bro, the coaches they never even came to. They didn't even come to the locker room. Nobody. They let the players in. Like we getting ready for the game. Yeah. They ain't come to. They stayed.
So it's just in your face, like blatant trying to throw the game.
Man, I'm talking about he came up choking him and everything.
Yeah.
Grab everybody's neck. And American didn't punch him, but he grabbed him like he just so they can kick him off. Like he didn't really fight him.
Real shit.
They was trying to do that. They was trying to throw that game. They thought it was gonna throw the team off and us off. Yeah. Not to win that game, we still won it.
So would y'all still had made the playoffs? And that's wild for your own organization to be against y'all. Like what's the purpose of that? Just like not spending money? That's the main reason.
They be in that league, all the teams and coaches work together. So this coach might be coaching this team this year. 2 years later, he might be coaching that team. Okay. This coach might be. So they be trying to get clubs money. This club ain't been. So if you finish the top 3 teams, the league give you a bunch of money. For next year. Yeah. So that's they were trying to do. My team already got the money. They were trying to get another team that money, bro. Probably his friend was the coach or something. I swear, bro, I cannot make that
That's
up.
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy shit right there. I done heard some crazy overseas stories, but yeah, that's one of the wild ones. So, like, just your experience over there. Like, how do you feel like you want to stay playing overseas for a long time? Because you did 4 years, right?
Yeah. Well, I didn't do a complete 4 years. It was like 3.5.
Okay.
I was back and forth for, like that last year, trying out with my guy Big. I went over there and tried out with Big D team. Darnell Harris, he was in Belgium, and I almost got signed to his team, but they did get me signed to another league. So it was almost 3.5. Yeah, I definitely thought I should have been playing way longer. Even still this day, I probably can play. Like if the money was good enough, what they want to offer me, I get in shape and go play, and I can play. It wasn't nothing about my game. It was just, man, that's how God wanted things to work out.
Yeah.
And that's how it played out.
Real shit. So even, and so I want to ask you, like, being in a different country, we here in America, so we know what's going on as a black man. How was it being in a different country as a black man? You know what I'm saying?
It was love though. Other than the basketball, that little incident, the people in the public, I never had no issue with nobody. They love Americans.
Yeah,
some countries, but like when I was in Georgia, it's near Turkey and Russia.
I was gonna say, yeah, we're Georgia.
There. So they respect Americans, but they not like the Europeans. The Europeans look like obsessed with Americans.
Yeah, they treat y'all like y'all famous.
Hell no, the Russians they be looking at you like they ain't obsessed with seeing you. They ain't trying to say hey to you like the Europeans. So that's the difference between me being in Europe and being outside of Europe.
Yeah. Was it like a culture shock to you at times? Like, you know what I'm saying? Did you ever get homesick?
No, because when I left my senior year, I hadn't lived at home since my junior year.
Yeah, you're right.
So I went from my senior year, then I went straight to college for 4 years. Then I went overseas for 3.5. So I ain't lived at home since I was 18.
Okay.
I mean 17.
Yeah.
So I was used to being away from home at that point.
Okay, yeah. So all right, after you know what I'm saying, make it through your pro career, like what you feel like the next move for you was? Did you get into coaching right away?
No, man, I was kind of afraid to do anything. Man. To be honest with you, I was really trying to still hoop. Another shot did happen. I did training camp with the G League with Diamond Stones with the Bulls. Okay. So I did do training camp. I made the team. Did training camp with them, but I got waived before the season started. Okay. So that was after the overseas stuff. Yeah. But after that, I started. I just knew people. I had my degree, so when I came back, I was working, helping out here and there. But my first real job was with the VFZ. I did through the Running Rebels. Yeah. They kind of gave me my first real job. I was part of the violence free zone mentor. I worked in Roosevelt Middle School, so that was my first time. Boom, but I ain't really show it. Nobody really know I was working in the school. Yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie, I was a little embarrassed about it. So then when I went from there for 1 year, then I got a kind of better job, a teaching role at Destiny High School. That's when I started teaching health, PE, and weight training. I was in that role, in that lane, and then I still didn't want to embrace it. But then after my 3rd year teaching, and then I became a part of the staff. I was like the assistant coach with Billy Williams. He was at Destiny, and then I was the head coach on the JV team. So then I started embracing it. After that point, then it started changing my life for real, like getting things in order with my credit, making money. Got my first car. Yeah. And shit like that. So being able to, then I started thinking about like buying a house then. So yeah. Once I started seeing it start changing my life, I was like, all right, I'm cool with working. I ain't got no problem. I feel that. And I was gonna ask you too, as far as like with that, like that adjustment going from, playing professional basketball, playing basketball your whole life. And like I've been hearing like, NBA players with these podcasts. That's why I didn't see a lot of NBA podcasts, because they be talking about, trying to find something else to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be honest with you. I know that's hard. I'm still going through the adjustment right now. I'm only been working. I'm not like normal people been working. I got a long history of working. I only been working since 2018.
Yeah.
So I still don't have that. It's 2024.
Yeah.
I still don't have that much work history. So it's not a lot of jobs I can just boom go in and get.
Yeah.
You ain't got no experience, P. Like, so it's like I'm still going through the process right now, trying to find what career I'm in education, but I really don't want to be in education no more. So I'm trying to find out which lane I'm gonna go in. I'm shit like that.
So, like, too, right now, you know what I'm saying? Like we spoke on in the beginning, you training right now, you in the coaching field. And with your IQ and, you know, how you played the game, is that something you feel like you can, you know, find a great... Do you have the same passion for that as you play basketball?
Yeah, I got more passion into coaching right now.
Okay.
Than me playing.
Do you feel like...
But I don't want to be an assistant. I'm cool with being an assistant right now because I got to get my foot, but I really want to run the program. I want to be the head coach because I don't like how these older coaches do things sometimes. And I know what the players really need. I know I'm a players coach. I'm a player, and I'm young still. I'm only 32. I just was playing professional in 2017, so I ain't that far away from the game. So I know, like, what confidence to give players. The certain things you got to say, certain things you got to allow them to do in the game.
Yeah.
You know, so it's stuff like that, little things that I know what to do to a team to get the best out of the players for real.
Yeah. So do you feel like, you know, with the experience that you went through, is it easier to, you know, like with some of your players now, is it easier to tell just like where they at in their game and just like what they goes, can you not predict, but project, like, you know, a level they can get on if they work a certain, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. My high school team only for us right now, we got a chance to have probably 2 or 3 Division I players, maybe 1 or 2, or maybe just 1. It depends on your attitude, your approach to things. So I go off that. Like, I'm not for to force you to do. I'm not that coach. Like, I'm not for to beg you work on, man. I'm gonna give you a time and tell you a date, bro. If you want to be there, you let me know. That's how it was for me. My trainers, man, they gave me a time and a date, and I was up. If you can't do that, then that's on you, bro. You don't really want it.
Yeah.
So, but the ones that I see that really want it, I go the extra mile for. Like, I'm gonna make sure I spend that extra time with you.
Do you think, you know, not just high school programs, because, you know, I feel like just with your mind, you can coach on any level you want to. You know, of course, you need experience, stuff like that. But how far do you want to take it? Would you want to take it to any, like, the top level?
Man, first I really want to get my own high school team here right now, or it can be out of town if I move. I really want to get my own high school team and go from there to see what I want to do with my program, will it really work. If I see it really work, then I know it'll work at any other level. You know, I don't need not to do things the college way. You know, that's the way I'm gonna do. How my coach did it, Gary Waters at Cleveland State. He's my head coach. I literally will run my program the same exact way he did it. Like, the stuff I might take out is like long ass practices and shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm a different type of coach. I don't believe in practicing every day. Like, as a full team. I believe in players still need to get individual work in through the seasons to stay sharp. Like, you can't expect players to make threes if he ain't you took no time out to give him to shoot threes in practice or just a day to get up shots. Yeah, he ain't gonna make shots, fam. So I'm that type of coach. I probably only practice 3 times a week if I was a head coach with my full team. Yeah, but two of the days it's gonna be individual groups. Yeah, making sure my bigs and guards and wings get them what they need.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's important too because.
But a lot of high school coaches don't move like that. They believe in we practicing this way every day, everybody doing the same drill. Yeah, no. I mean, and like you said, we gotta evolve because that's the way we was practicing growing up. You know I'm just saying, why would you have everybody doing the same drill?
I feel
the game, everybody not even shoot the same shot. Fam.
That's real too.
I'm gonna go where he shoot. He gonna do layups, so we just gonna do a lot of layups with you, bro. We gonna have cold layup practice.
Yeah,
it's like
simple. That's like, simple when you break it down simple, like that,
bro.
Too.
Like it's gonna help you win, bro. Tell me, it's gonna help you win.
Yeah. Okay. Bet. Hey. So I'm glad we got that with you. Just as far as moving forward, we wish you the best on, coaching. If you if we do see you out here hooping again, you know what I'm saying, if you get another opportunity, I just wish you the best all with that, you know what I'm saying? Because you, like I said, you're a great basketball mind. I'm glad that you're getting out here to, you know what I'm saying, you reaching out to the youth and all that. So you really doing your thing, man. I love that you came on Jonny Bee TV, shared your story.
Appreciate it.
We most definitely got to have you on again. Just to, you know what I'm saying, I'm a big fan of basketball. And like, I just love picking your mind. No bullshit.
I'm going to bring my guy. I'm gonna bring Hakeem with me.
Man, bring it.
When you do the group thing.
Okay, yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that. Hell yeah, we gotta get that in. Before I do let you go, you wanna give any shout outs, let people know, you know, any information if they wanna get in contact with you?
I mean, I ain't big on Instagram, but my Instagram is Lee Amazing _fitness, stuff like that. But man, I just give a shout out to my kids, man, keeping me motivated, you know, to want to do good and keep pushing to be a better person for them.
That, man, hey, we appreciate you having you in, man. Great story, though. We're going to have Charlie in the building again, man. We got a legend in the building. One of my favorite point guards I watched back in the day. So I appreciate you, man. This is Jonny Bee TV. Love y'all.
Appreciate it.